Welcome back, everybody, to our Midwestern Dynasty, where we are ranked number 2 in the nation and 4-0 to begin the season. The offense is putting up 33.3 points per game, which is tied for the second best in the Big 12. Jesse Ham has raised his completion percentage up by 7% from what it was last year. The starting offensive line is credited with allowing only 1 sack so far this season. We have had 10 different players catch a pass for us this year, so we're doing a great job of spreading the ball around. Our RB duo is averaging 5.8 yards per carry. The offense, it has a lot of things going well for it, but so does the defense. We're giving up just 11.5 points per game. That is number 1 in the Big 12. TCU has only played in 3 games. We have played in 4. We are giving up just 153 passing yards per game and 48.5 rushing yards per game. So teams are not moving the ball against us. We have 25 sacks and 8 picks through 4 games. And 11 different players have gotten to the opposing quarterback. So it's not like it's just a 1 or 2 man show. Everybody on our defense has been playing pretty well, and everybody on our team has been playing well. We'll be getting into some more Big 12 action in today's episode, taking on both Arizona teams. First up, Arizona State, the Sun Devils, who are 1-2. They have a lot of team speed, especially at their skill positions of wide receiver and running back. We'll see if we can slow those groups down and get a win and move to 2-0 in conference. The Horned Owls on offense to begin the game. Earl Helm left side will cut up field, and he immediately goes down as Titus Hardman is going to be called for holding. Of course, a holding call on us to get things started here. Facing 3rd and 25, Ham will get a man to jump off sides. And he also has a man wide open. It's Titus Dingle, who has a first down and more. He's down up at the 42. A big-time letdown by the ASU defense on 3rd and long. Not only do they jump off sides and give Midwestern a free play, but they also left a man wide open. Ham is going to let loose, watching left side to a man behind the defense, and he'll hit him in stride. It's going to be a 58-yard strike from Jesse Ham to Deion Sanders, who scores his 3rd touchdown of the season. A great throw by Ham, which allowed Gentry to not slow down at all. And just like that, Midwestern is on top 7-0. ASU running it wide right. It's Zach Clemens up past the 30, now near the 35, but this is coming back. A holding call on ASU. We'll see if they can overcome their holding call like we were able to on the first set of downs of the game. 3rd down. They'll call a screen. It's Spila Michael Edmonds, and Gordon Sheed is there to clean things up. It'll be a quick 3-and-out from ASU on their first possession. Sammy Thrash back to return the punt. He's near midfield across it and running laterally. He's brought down by the punter of all people, which is not great, but he at least sets up the Horned Owls near midfield. So great starting field position. Von Clifton slashing right through the ASU defense. Not much there to stop him as he's up to the 34. After a loss of 5 on 1st down, Ham is going to check it down to Dylan Washington, who makes a man miss and is rolling ahead up to the 20. Jesse Ham already over 100 yards passing in the first quarter. 3rd down. Von Clifton up the middle is stuffed 2 yards short of a first down. So Midwestern has a decision to make on 4th and 2. And it looks like they will send out Jason Ops for a 29-yard try. And the junior kicker puts it up, and it is barely inside the left upright and good, which puts Midwestern up by 2 scores. Arizona State facing another quick 3rd down. Feliciano underneath to Esposito, who caught that screen pass earlier. And much like that screen, this play will also not go for a first down. It'll be another quick 3-and-out. Sammy Thrash is going to spin his way across midfield and go down at the 46. So it will be some more good starting field position for the Horned Owls. Up at the 31, they'll dial up a screen to Deion Sanders, who gets some good blocks and runs by a flat-footed safety. He's gone. 31 yards to the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the first quarter, and number 17 makes it 17-0 in the first quarter. Arizona State would do nothing on offense again, so the Horned Owls right back on offense. It's Von Clifton up the middle. He takes a huge hit at the end of the play, and is definitely feeling that big hit. He's shaken up, so expect to see more of Earl Helm the rest of the way. He'll get the rock here and take it across midfield, showing off that speed. He goes down to the ASU 40 with a gain of 18. Later on the drive, just outside the red zone, back to Earl Helm, who's trying to get to the edge. And he will turn the corner, and he's going to score. A 23-yard touchdown for his 3rd touchdown of the season. And it'll be 24-0 in the first half. So Arizona State has put themselves in a massive hole. If they want to have any chance of coming back and winning this one, they have to do something now. A big play down the field for Junior Putu. Exactly what the doctor ordered. They're up to midfield. Just across it now. It's third down. Feliciano has a man streaking down the field all by himself. It's their top tight end, Larry Fiale, who is going to make it goal to go. Third and goal from the 8 with a minute to go in the half. Feliciano scanning, leaving the pocket, throwing on the move, and he's intercepted at the goal line. Deontay Bland with his 4th pick of the year, his 4th pick in the last 3 games. Unfortunately, the offense would do nothing after the interception, so Arizona State, they take over near midfield. But time is low, so they have to do something quick. And Feliciano, he's going to scramble across midfield to get Arizona State on the edge of field goal range. Out comes their kicker, Alex Russo, for a 58-yard try. And the Illinois native is going to make it from 58 yards out to end the shutout and make it 24-3 at halftime. We will see if that could spark Arizona State and help them make a big comeback in the second half. They are down 24-3. Jaden Berry making a spinning catch and racing to the Sun Devils' 40-yard line. So the Horned Owls already across midfield. And with all day back there, he's going to find a man open over the middle. It's Devin Gentry. They get his 4th catch of the game. He's up to 126 yards and 2 touchdowns on those 4 catches. Goal to go at the 8, a toss to Von Clifton. He'll truck a defender and go down short of the end zone. And Quinton Smith, he's going to be called for a holding. That would be a bit of a drive killer. We would get back to the 10, but it's going to be 4th and goal there. Jason Ops comes out for the chip shot. He puts it up and through to once again make it a 24-point game. Arizona State would follow with a field goal of their own, so it's 27-6, wait in the third. Here is a throw deep over the middle, and it's caught by Devin Gentry on the deep dig. Here's another big-time play and is up to the 34 of ASU. Our drive would once again stall out, so Jason Ops out for a 51-yard try, trying to set a new career long, and his kick is going to be short. He didn't quite have the distance, so it stays 27-6 in the 4th quarter, and Arizona State, they have a bit of momentum, kicked a field goal. It's a 21-point game. We're going to send a blitz, and it's going to be a sack. Dion Gage able to get to Feliciano in time and make that a loss of 8. A bunch-off look on second down. Feliciano backing up, and he's going to end up checking it down underneath to Billy President, who's up to midfield to make things a bit more manageable on third down, but they would do nothing on third down, so it's 4th and 6. So they have to get a first down here to keep the drive alive, and they will. The first down is going to be picked up by Antoine Cons. So the drive is still alive, and the game is still alive for Arizona State. In the red zone, Feliciano taking a shot to the end zone, and it's caught. The touchdown for Larry Fiale. And Arizona State, don't count them out yet. They are going to make this a 2-score game in the 4th quarter. They need their defense to step up and get a quick stop. Up at the 24, the Horned Owls are going to go right side through the air to Earl Helm, who's up past the 40 and down at the 42. Not only is Earl Helm a really good runner, but he's a solid pass catcher for us as well. Under 3 minutes to go, it's third down. Marco Mines is going to make a tough grab on 3rd and 10. Despite the big hit, he ends up hanging on and getting the first down. The Horned Owls still throwing it, a shot to the end zone. It is caught by Devin Gentry. You will not see a better catch than that. He weighs out to bring in his 3rd touchdown of the game, and that might end up being the dagger. Midwestern goes up by 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. We will see if Arizona State still has some fight left in them. They showed some fight on the last drive, and it looks like that will continue. Junior Putu making the catch and stepping out of bounds at midfield. Now across midfield at the 42. The throw over the middle is caught by Billy President, who gets away from Alexander Folk and is down at the Horned Owls 14. So ASU in the red zone. About a minute 30 to go in the 4th. ASU needing a touchdown quick, and they will get it. The pass is caught in the end zone by Shaq Biggers, and ASU is going to make it a 2-score game again. They now have to try it onside and hope that Alex Russo can get a good bounce and they can get this ball right back. And it's not going to happen. George Scales picks it up. So ASU, they need a miracle. They need Midwestern to make a mistake, or they have to use these 2 timeouts and hope that Midwestern throws it on 3rd down. And the Horned Owls are going to throw it on first down. A shot down the field is caught by Jeanty again. A penalty on the play. It's going to be PI on ASU. So the Horned Owls can decline it. And Devin Jeanty has his 4th touchdown of the game. That would be a backbreaker. And the Horned Owls are going to win this one. 41-20 over the Sun Devils. And the Horned Owls will improve to 5-0 on the year. 2-0 in Big 12 play. Arizona State, they fall to 1-3. Not a good year for them, at least so far. Maybe they can turn things around. Big day for Devin Jeanty, who is your player of the game. Had 4 touchdowns and did just about everything he could out there for us. Our offense put up 41 points, 507 yards, 391 passing yards, which I do believe is a career high for Jesse Ham. 231 of those 391 went to Devin Jeanty, who had a special game. Our running backs combined for 110 yards on 20 carries and scored a touchdown. So the offense, it was rolling. The defense had a great start to this game, but they kind of faded as the game went on, which is okay against ASU, who's not really a great team. But when we face better competition, the defense is going to have to sustain a higher level of play than what they showed down the stretch in this one. So National Player of the Week honors were not really a question here. Devin Jeanty earned that. 8 catches, 231 yards, and 4 touchdowns in that game. He had 11 catches, 145 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the season coming into this game. So he outproduced his entire season total in that one game. Hopefully he's able to keep on playing at a high level. I'm not expecting that level of play necessarily, but hopefully he's able to play well. Deontay Bland has been on a tear. He's got a pick in 3 straight games, 4 picks in our last 3 games, and has now set a new career high for picks in a season. We are just 5 games into the year, so he has plenty of time to add on to that total and add on to his career total, which is now up to 10. He's got that 99 zone. His house call is platinum. His catching is 89, so I'm expecting a lot more picks the rest of the way out of him still. We have a few commits to go over. We'll start with Matthew Byam, a safety out of Illinois, who is not the best athlete, but he does have great play recognition, tackling, and pursuit for somebody who will be just a true freshman next year. I don't envision him playing early in his career. He is somebody that will likely take a few years to become a complete player, so he's going to be redshirted next year. Rico Shembo, another safety out of Illinois. He is very Josh Wood-esque, has elite speed, can play man coverage, and is somebody that I do picture playing pretty early in their career. Maybe not as a true freshman, but pretty early in his career he should see the field. Joseph Jackson, a 4-star gem tight end, so he should have a great dev trait. He's an elite athlete for a tight end. He's got some good route running and good hands, and he's somebody that could play as early as next year. We got Javon Westbrooks, a wide receiver out of Illinois, so all 4 of these commits out of the state of Illinois, we're keeping them in their home state. He is a good route runner, not so much deep, good athlete. He's got a high floor, I think, and should at worst be a good slot wide receiver for us down the line. Could be potentially more than that, though. Next up on our schedule is Arizona, the Wildcats. They are 1-4. Their lone win was their last game. They beat Baylor, who we already beat earlier this season. The Wildcats are not having a great year. Their offense is putting up just 17.4 points per game, the fewest in the Big 12. So we'll see if our defense can have a great game against them, and if we can improve to 3-0 in Big 12 play. Midwestern, in front of their home crowd, is going to go with a quick hitter to Devin Jeanty, who gets a block from Dylan Washington, and Jeanty has a first down on the screen. He just had that big game against the Sun Devils last week. We'll see how he does against the other Arizona team and the Wildcats today. Roberto Suarez on 3rd down makes a grab and keeps his streak alive of making a catch in every single game for us so far this season. 3rd and 6 at the 12. And to the end zone, it is caught by Dylan Washington, who scores his 3rd touchdown of the season. That was just great timing on the speed out. Not much you could do about that one. When a quarterback and wide receiver are in sync like that, you're not going to be able to do much to stop it. Arizona down by a touchdown. Their lefty quarterback Cam Pettit taking a hit from behind and ends up firing on the move and finding Rashawn Lanning down the field. George Scales had an opportunity to get a sack. He just wasn't able to bring down Cam Pettit. 3rd and 7 up at the 42. Pettit hanging on to the ball for too long. He's going to be sacked by Kevin Campanaro, among others. And the Wildcats will have to boot the ball away despite getting that big play to begin the drive. Midwestern at their own 24. Ham off the fake. He's looking long. And he's going to be hit as he let it go, and he's intercepted by Terrell Sorrow. The linebacker is going to return it to the 29. Ham had a couple of check down options open underneath. He just got a bit greedy and wanted Deion Washington deep down the field. So Arizona, we'll see if they can take advantage of that mistake. It's going to be a sack for Cortland Rahman and a loss of 6. Arizona back to the 35 after that one. Now at the 39, it's 3rd and 19. Pettit looking and extending. He's going to go down the field and find Jaquez Moffett, the tight end, who steps out of bounds. 3 yards short of a first down, a lucky break for the Horned Owls. That would have easily been a first down had he stayed in bounds. Out comes the true freshman kicker, Sonny Chong, and the 39-yard try is good. So Arizona State, they get some points on the board and make it 7-3. Midwestern still on top, up near midfield. Ham off the fake to Thrash is going to be hit as he let it go, and he's intercepted again. His second pick that he's thrown in the first half, and both of them have been intercepted by Terrell Sorrow. Now, Ham had nobody open on the play, but he should have just taken the sack. That would have been a lot better than throwing a pick, that's for sure. Speaking of sacks, here's another one for Midwestern, their 3rd of the first half. Kevin Campanaro and LaMichael Edmonds teaming up on that one. At the 45, it's 3rd down. 3 pass catchers to the left of the lefty, who does go that way. And it is going to be caught at the marker, and it will be a first down. Later on the drive at the 13. His 3rd down, Pettit on the move is going to find his running back, James Arias, and it will be goal to go after that catch at the 3-yard line. Now at the 4, it's 3rd and goal. Moving up front, it's a free play for the Wildcats. Pettit is going to scramble up the middle and scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. At Arizona, they will take the lead. They can just decline the offsides penalty and take the touchdown. So Arizona up by 3 in the first half. Getting late in the first half. It's a quick pass left side to Deion Washington, who breaks a tackle and spins by another defender. He's across midfield. A great play by Deion Washington as he hopes to spark this Horned Owls offense. We'll see if they can hang on to the ball and get this one into the end zone. It's 4th and 4 at the 11. And the Horned Owls are going to go for it, and they will get it, and they will score. Deion Washington getting into the end zone for the 2nd time today, making a clutch play on 4th down, and the Horned Owls will take the lead late in the half. Arizona with all their timeouts and about 20 seconds to make something happen. A throw down the field is intercepted. It's LaMichael Edmonds with a thick pick. It will not be a thick 6, but a thick pick. Unfortunately, the Horned Owls offense would do nothing after the interception. So we head into halftime. It's 14-10. Arizona on offense. Pettit rolling to his right is going to throw to his right, and it's caught down the field by Rashawn Lanning, who is out of bounds at midfield. 3rd and 1 at the 27. They're going to run it. James Arias breaks a tackle, is up near the 10 and down at the 11. Deontay Bland is going to prevent the touchdown for now. Goal to go at the 1. A blitz on the way. A throw right side is going to be caught in the end zone by Rashawn Lanning. At Arizona, they will take the lead again and go up 17-14 in the 3rd quarter. So Midwestern trailing in the second half. You don't see that very often, or we haven't in a while at least. Here is Roberto Suarez on the return. He's up across midfield. Suarez is going to be caught and knocked down at the 33 of Arizona. A big down play on special teams. We'll see if the offense can take advantage of that. In the red zone at the 20. Clifton up the middle is inside the 5 and not going to get into the end zone. He's down at the 2. Nearly took that one in for a house call. Midwestern, wanting to retake the lead, will put the ball in the hands of Von Clifton, and he will get the job done. Getting the ball just across the goal line for his 5th touchdown of the year. The Horned Owls are back on top. It is 21-17 with under 3 minutes to go in the 3rd. Arizona at their own 25, down by 4. Pettit off the fake is going the wrong way, and he's going to be sacked again. Kevin Campanaro and Deion Gage in on the sack. It would be a loss of 10, and that would be a drive killer. They would go 3 and out. The Horned Owls already across midfield. It is going to be a bubble screen to Washington. He gets a block from Gentry, and Washington is loose and gone. He'll take it all the way in for his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Horned Owls are up by 2 scores late in the 3rd. So Washington, he must have been a bit jealous of what happened last week with Gentry. But not really, because he was helping out, throwing some great blocks. And he ends up getting 3 touchdowns here, so it all works out in the end. A sack for LaMichael Edmonds is going to knock Arizona back to their own 41. They do get the ball back to midfield. It is now 4th and 10. Pettit dancing, throwing over the middle, and nearly getting intercepted again by a defensive lineman. Glenn Bredesen dropped back into coverage and should have picked that one off, but he probably is better off not picking it off because the Horned Owls take over at midfield. We'll see if they can put this game away and use some time at least. Von Clifton is going to have a huge hole to run through, and nobody's going to get to him. He's gone. 51 yards to the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the game and 6th of the year. And the Horned Owls are going to open things up to a 3-score lead in the 4th. Midwestern will get the ball again late in the 4th quarter. Earlhelm in the game at running back, and he is going to get loose and take it the distance. He'll score his 4th touchdown of the year, and that would put this game to bed, as you see with his celebration. So the Horned Owls are going to improve to 6-0 on the year, winning 42-17, beating down Arizona in the second half, who put up a good fight if we're being honest, but we kind of helped them out throwing a couple of picks. Player of the game is Deion Washington, who had 3 touchdowns, 8 catches, and 146 yards. Our defense had a better game this time around than what they did against Arizona State. We only allowed 175 yards and 17 points. Our offense did turn it over 2 times, which hurt our defense a little bit, at least when it comes to the points that we gave up. We had a lot of sacks in this one. We were racking them up left and right and did not make things easy on Cam Pettit. Had a lot of different defenders putting pressure on him. Jesse Am, he turned the ball over 2 times. Both those picks were my fault. I got greedy on the first one. Second one should have just taken the sack, like I said. The offensive line, I thought they played all right. Could have been a little bit better, if we're being honest, but they were good enough. Deion Washington had a great game, of course, and our running backs, they teamed up and ran the ball really well in the second half and helped us close this game out. LaMichael Edmonds, he won the National Defensive Player of the Week award. He had 5 TFLs, 3 sacks, and that pick, and he is actually putting together a special season. We haven't really talked about him as much as we probably should be talking about him. He is now leading the team in sacks. He's got 8.5 of them on the year. He might be the best interior defensive lineman when it comes to pass rushing we have ever had, and he still has a lot of room to keep on getting even better. Deion Gage has been great all year long and has gone kind of under the radar. We should talk about him some more as well. He has actually outproduced Ethan Dugan on the season when Dugan has played about 100 more snaps than Gage. So maybe Gage gets even more playing time and Dugan gets a little less. Like that's something that should happen. No, Dugan is a senior, so it's kind of tough, to take him out the field and have him playing less, but Gage has been great. Deion Washington had the big game this time. Last week it was, of course, Devin Gentry, and I think Deion Washington and Devin Gentry are the best 1-2 combo we've had at wide receiver in the entire series. They fit our offense really well. Washington with a lot of the underneath stuff and Gentry with the deeper down the field stuff, and they're both selfless players. They like to block for each other on screens and block in the run game. Earlhelm, speaking of the run game, he has a touchdown now in 3 straight games, and actually 3 of our last 4 games. He's been great running the ball, averaging over 6 yards per carry, but also as a pass catcher. And that is something we need to use him even more in, is the pass game. Use him on some more screens and underneath stuff, because how many linebackers are going to be able to keep up with a guy who has 94 speed? Not many. We do have another commit to talk about. It is Valverio Cush, a cornerback out of Michigan. He is 6'1", has great athleticism, and the zone coverage is good as well. Now he has to improve on his awareness, play recognition, and a lot of other things, man coverage, but eventually he could be a starter force down the line. The recruiting class is shaping up pretty well. We're up to 9 commits already and still have plenty of the season to go. Nebraska, they go down, getting blown out by Oregon 42-7 at home. So we are now the #1 ranked team in the nation. Notre Dame is hot on our heels, along with LSU, who is putting together a great year. We are 3-0 in conference. Conference standings are kind of taking shape. We haven't really played anybody great in conference yet. Played Arizona State, Arizona, and Baylor. We're not looking very good. Oklahoma State is next up on our schedule. They're 5-1 on the year, so this will be our first real test in Big 12 play. We'll see if we have what it takes to win the Big 12 this year and keep up our great season. Thanks for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one.